Hey y'all, today we're going to show you how we make chicken and dumplings in our electric pressure cooker.
Oh, well, having a whole lot of fun.
That was good. Hi, welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy.
And Aunt Lou.
And we're cooking another dish from recipes that Crock.com, my beautiful wife, her beautiful sister's cook-a-blog, and today we're going to cook up some chicken and dumplings in our foodie, our electric pressure cooker, because we're making electric pressure cooker chicken and dumplings, and I'm going to let Lou take over because I haven't had these yet, but boy, am I excited. Go ahead. What do we need, Aunt Lou?
Okay, we need chicken.
Thawing in our kernel. Oh!
Chicken's got a hole in the bag.
There was a reason I had these paper towels.
We actually have what was frozen chicken that's already cubed up, so that's saving us a step. That's awesome.
And now draining.
Yes. Then you need chicken broth, 3 cans of cream of chicken, soup, and 3 to 4 cans of biscuits. I like lots of dumplings, so we're gonna use 4. And also, this is a great big old electric pressure cooker, so we have the room. Why not use it? We've had a lot of people who have been saying that they...
Oh my gosh.
Who have been...
It's raining chicken.
New song.
It's raining chicken, hallelujah.
So we've been having some people saying that they're getting the burnt error message on there. So we're not sure if it's different altitudes or what's going on. So we're going to add just a little bit more chicken broth, and we're going to try that out and see if that'll work too. And so maybe that'll help out with those of you who are having problems with this, because it's so yummy. We don't want you to have problems with it. We want you to enjoy it as well.
Yes. No, we really do. Really.
Wow.
I was just agreeing with Aunt Lou.
Well,
She's not used to that.
That was a valuable
Hey, I'm going to take
input.
the chicken that is now freshly thawed and drained and toss her straight into the pot. I should have really put a trash bag somewhere. We'll use this for now.
Ooh. Okay, and then we are going to try out 1.5 cups of broth instead of a cup.
While you're doing that, I'll start on the biscuits.
Get to cutting.
Because I am absolutely terrified. I don't know why, but I was afraid they're going to blow up my hand. There's one. You said 3 to 4. We're gonna use 4 cans of biscuits, but mainly that's because we got a big old family down here. We are camping right now in Lake Placid area in Florida.
Cream chicken.
Because, you know, that's where you want to spend your winters. And so we've got a big family of 9 right now that we're going to be feeding tonight with these chicken and noodles, or chicken and dumplings rather. And so I'm going to use all 4 cans of them biscuits.
And that motorcycle you hear in the background is Daddy.
That's Mama. And Daddy. Biscuits are flying.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to go grab something to stir this with, because you didn't bring anything to stir it with.
Hey, why don't you go get something? And I will stand here and look gorgeous in front of the camera. But all you want to do with these biscuits is quarter them up. So just put them in fourths. There's a 1 cut, there's a 2 cut. And then just toss them in with the rest of your ingredients. Just like that. Now I got 4 cans of biscuits to do that, and I don't think you want to watch me cut up 4 cans of biscuits, so I think we're going to speed this tape up right about now. Alright, so now our biscuits have all been quartered up, and I couldn't wait on Lou, so I just started tearing mine up. But you want them in little balls, quarter-size pieces of the biscuits, and everything goes in there. Your broth, your chicken soup, cream of chicken soup that is, and your biscuits, and then give them a stir, like Lou's doing right now.
You want to make sure that you get it all mixed up, because if you leave big clumps of biscuits all together, then that's not going to turn out well.
You just have one giant swollen dumpling.
Well, and part of it...
My nickname. Yeah, you want to make sure that those biscuits all get soaked up into the
concoction.
soup. Yeah, and make sure they all get separated really good. That's why I was tearing them up and kind of going everywhere with it. Make sure they're all separated. You got to keep them separated.
Nah. Well, because if you don't, then you're going to end up with some that, like if they get stuck together, the inner ones won't be done.
Yeah,
the outer ones will be too done, and you'll just have yucky clumps. And make sure you guys know, yes, we are using the Foodie, but we are using it on the electric pressure cooker. When I made this the first time, I used an Instant Pot. So you just, as long as you have an electric pressure cooker, you can make it with this recipe.
Mm-hmm.
We also have the crock pot recipe, which Mikey will put in the section down below.
Down in the description.
So however you want to make this, ta-da!
Yeah, you want them in a half hour? Great. If you want them in a few hours, okay. We're not going to judge you as long as you use our recipe. But anyway, now what do? You got that all done? You get your pressure lid. We're using the Ninja, so you got to use the pressure lid for this.
I've never used the Foodie, so...
You're doing good so far. Make sure you got it to seal, not vent, seal. Now, a buddy of mine, we were chatting the other day, Dave, giving a shout out to you, brother. He just got himself a Ninja Foodie, and he was asking me, he's like, Mike, I was doing the pressure test on my Foodie, and I set it to seal, and as far as it would go would be to the L. I wanted to lift it and see if it would go further, but it won't go any further. That's because it won't. There's only two ways to go. There's vent and there's seal. Just like that. You don't need to pressure it. You don't need to manhandle it. If you've got it to seal, you'll see that it actually sets down in that lid like that. When you go to test it, or even when you go to use the Foodie, when you go to seal it, after a little bit, you're going to hear that pressure rising. You're going to hear it seal. But then you might see some steam coming out of the vent. That's okay because, well, you don't want your house to explode. Not that the Foodie's going to make your house explode, but it's going to vent off some of that pressure. But as long as that little red pin that is right there pops up, that lets you know that it did seal. It's working, and it's also a safety feature, so guys like me can't just go, oh, let's see how we're doing in the Ninja, and then pop it open, because then, well, it's going to put your kitchen ceiling or wherever you're cooking into a different color, and yourself. So you're not wanting to cook yourself, just your chicken or whatever else you're cooking in there. So now we go for...
Okay, so we do pressure.
We want to do pressure. High is where we want to be. And then time, we want to go for 6 minutes. And then start. That's it. So that thing's going to come up to pressure. It's going to hold that pressure for 6 minutes. And then we are going to let it naturally release for about 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then as y'all have seen in our other stuff from the Foodie, it doesn't come down as fast as others. It really likes to hold on to that pressure. So after 15 minutes, we might come back and just go ahead and vent it. But after that 6 minute hold, and then for letting it come down, one, it's going to cook that chicken long enough, which is what we're looking for. We want to make sure that chicken and all that broth is cooked up, and it's also going to cook up them dumplings. And we'll see how that all turns out in 3, 2, 1. And we are back. That went up to pressure, held pressure for 6 minutes, and then we let it go on a natural release for 15 minutes, which means we didn't touch it. We just shut it off, made sure the warming feature was off after 2 minutes because I was on the phone with my mom and I forgot. But then we let it go down for pressure, and then after the timer kicked off, we went ahead and vented it for you because it's kind of boring to stand there and watch it vent. But now we're going to show you what it is. The thingy is down, which means that will come off.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, that is
get the camera on it
steamy.
because I want to start to...
Go ahead and stir that up.
I want to stir it as soon as I can because I don't want it sticking.
Look at that. Let's go back here and zoom in because all I did was steam up my camera.
See, some of it got... I told you I didn't want it to sit.
Hang on a second. Now let's try that. Oh, that looks good. Look how much those dumplings, those rolls we put in there, we quartered them up and they still make giant bite-sized chunks. Mm-hmm. Oh, that looks good, Lou. And that smells amazing because, you know, chicken and dumplings are going to smell good. Like you can see me. Can you see me? Here I am.
Can you see me?
Oh, but check that out. Look at that right there. If Lou would hold that plate still, it's going everywhere. Hell, look, it's poultry in motion. That is gorgeous, though. Look at that. But, you know, it's not good until you give it a taste test, right? So, I'll come back to this side.
Do you see this?
We want to show that to you. If you turn your warmer on, if you let it sit, this, I bet, is what folks were talking about. Look at that. That is called caramelization. Some folks would call it burnt.
And that's just after 2 minutes on your warmer. So
Yes, so make sure that warmer goes off.
I told Mikey to
Blame my
turn
mom.
it
She was
off.
talking to me about Christmas.
I had to go help Dad.
Hey, did you get any chicken in there with that?
Yeah.
Hold on. There's a piece of
Chicken.
There's chicken. Ooh.
Okay, it's going to be
Dumplings are
hot.
the size of chicken. Hey, by the way, it's going to be hot.
Chicken's done and not over dry. Love it.
Now. Oh, it might take me a minute. It's hot.
See, you should listen to me more
That
often.
is so. Do what?
You should listen to me more often.
No salt, no pepper. That is just your 3 cans of your chicken, or cream of chicken soup plus your chicken broth. Cream of chicken soup has salt in it. Chicken broth, unless you get the low sodium, has salt in it. We didn't use the low sodium. To me, there's enough salt in there, but to some people, you might want to salt it a little bit more. Maybe a little pepper to give a little heat to it. It's completely
However,
up to
if
your
you're
taste.
sensitive to sodium, then just use the low sodium version
Yeah.
of the soup and broth.
And then add salt
that'll
later, if you want salt. But then if you're sensitive to low sodium, or if you're
Then you
sensitive
probably
to
don't want salt.
Anyway, we're not doctors, we're not medical professionals, but I tell you what, we can cook a big batch of chicken and dumplings and it's really good.
Yummy.
That is fantastic. That is going to be good for the family tonight. And I'm very, very happy that we're 1, in Florida, and 2, made chicken and dumplings because, you know,
Well,
that's good stuff.
The carb queen is here.
That's exactly right. And when the carb queen comes around, the sugar princess comes around, you know we're going to be eating good. So, Lou, thanks again for showing us another recipe. That is definitely a fantastic dish right there.
I agree.
And this fantastic dish is going to tell you goodbye. If you like what you're seeing here, give us one of these, thumbs up down below. Also, if you have not become a member of the Crock Posse, click the little thing called the subscribe button down below. What is the Crock Posse, Lou?
The Crock Posse is our crockin', traveling, fun-loving family on YouTube.
Hey, that was a good pop quiz. Good job. And if you want to know as soon as we put up a new video, click that little bell that we call the...
Ding-a-ling.
And when you click that, you'll get a notification as soon as we put up a new video, and we put them up quite often. And whatever you do, laugh often
Eat good food.
and speak life. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
By the way, before we go, I just want to show you something. See how we said that was a little burnt right there because it sat with the warmer for just 2 minutes? Guess what? It still tastes really, really good. So don't be afraid. You didn't burn your dumplings. You just gave them a little extra seasoning.
Oh, dude.
And we're back. That went for up to pressure for 6 minutes, and then it held for 15, and then we let it. No. Try.
Good
3,
grief.
2, 1. 3, 2. Wow. If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the